Is that. We use any in questions and negative sentences. And negative sentences. And negative sentences. Whereas we use some in positive sentences. Not positive, in positive, not in positive sentences. Alright, there you go, good job. Okay, so that's the last question for the daily revision. Okay, here, before we're going to
Okay, alright, so that one would be better. Okay, again, let's have another set of words. Repeat. Joke. Okay, listen. Joke is a noun, something said and done to cause laughter. Example, a little boy asked Daddy, "How much does it cost to get married?" A father replied, "I don't know, son, I'm still paying." Do you like people who are always laughing and joking? Do you like people who are always laughing and joking? Yes, no. I like people who are always laughing and joking. Can you tell us a joke? Yes, no? I can't tell you a joke. Repeat. Pretend. Listen. Pretend is a verb. Example, I'm playing the piano. So I'm pretending to play the piano. I'm pretending to play the guitar. So if you're going to pretend something, like going to do something as if it's true. Example, when children play together, they often pretend to be adults. If I saw someone I know in the street, but I'm in too much in a hurry to stop and say hello, I sometimes pretend not to notice them. What am I pretending to do? You're pretending to play the piano. When children play together, do they often pretend to do adults? When children play together, do they often pretend to be adults? Yes. When children play together, they often pretend to be adults. Now, if you see someone you know in the street, but you're not in too much of a hurry to stop and say hello, do you sometimes pretend not to notice them? If you see someone you know in the street, but you're in too much of a hurry to stop and say hello, do you sometimes pretend not to notice them? Yes, no. If I see someone I know in the street, but I'm in too much hurry to stop and say hello, I sometimes pretend not to notice them. Repeat. Envelope. Stamp. Leave out. Postcode. Now listen, envelope is a noun. So when we write a letter to a friend, for example, we put it inside the envelope before we send it to the person. Now stamp also is a noun. It's like a small piece of paper that you buy, then stick to an envelope to pay the cost of emailing it. Now as a verb, I'm pretending to stamp of a paper with a stamp. We have to put an address and a stamp on before posting the letter. Now postcode also is like a group of numbers or letters that is used, especially in the UK. So as part of an address to identify a mail delivery area. Now leave out is a phrasal verb. To leave out something is to not include something. Example, if you write the address on the envelope but leave out the postcode, the letter will still arrive, but it takes longer. What do we have to put on an envelope before posting a letter? What do we have to put on an envelope before posting a letter? We have to put an address and a stamp on an envelope before posting a letter. If you write the address on the envelope but leave out the postcode, will the letter still arrive? If you write the address on the envelope but leave out the postcode, will the letter still arrive? Yes. If you write the address on the envelope but leave out the postcode, the letter will still arrive. But it may take longer. But it may take longer. Alright, now what am I pretending to do? What I'm pretending to do, you're pretending to stamp a piece of paper with a stamp. Repeat, naturally. Now listen, naturally is an adverb. Example, when something happens naturally or when someone behaves naturally, it means that it is expected or normal. Example, we would find it difficult to behave naturally if we met really famous. It's expected from us to behave uncomfortably. Now, another meaning of naturally is of course. Example, if I say naturally, she was pleased about passing the test, I mean, of course, she was pleased passing the test. When you find it difficult to behave naturally if you met someone really famous, would you find it difficult to behave naturally if you met someone really famous? Yes, no? I'd find it difficult to behave naturally if I met someone really famous. So what do we mean if I say naturally she was pleased about passing the test? What do we mean if I say naturally she was pleasing the test? If you say naturally she was pleased about passing the test, you mean of course she was pleased about passing the test. Okay, so I guess that'll be all for our class for today. Thank you so much, Maida, and have a nice day. Goodbye.